Buenos dias, amigos, amigas from Ajijic here in the Lakeside area, and I'm going to give you some information on rentals and how to obtain rental properties in the Lakeside area. First of all, I'm going to let you know I've been coming to this Lakeside area, living as a snowbird for the past 2.5 years, and been traveling to Mexico and living in Mexico for 4 years. Um, Currently, I'm living in an apartment, in a condo, in a gated community in the Lakeside area. I'm now a residente. I recently became a residente, no longer a snowbird in Mexico. Also, I have not only my green card, but my Mexican driver's license. Okay, I'm going to move along, talk about my experience with getting rentals, and give you rental information and how expats get rental. Many expats get rental properties here in Mexico, and particularly here in the Lakeside area. Okay, I really always suggest people look at the realtors on the realtors' websites. Okay, you can get a lot of information here. Get them on their websites, get a hold of a realtor. There's a lot of great realtors here. You can find long term rentals here, and it might be to your advantage to get a long term rental. Okay, and there's a lot of great long term rentals. I've done research on these apartments and different rental homes and properties since I've been coming to Mexico and in the Lakeside area. So go to the realtors' websites. Next thing I do to tell people is also go to the Lake Chapala Society. If I meet you and I run into you, and one of the questions I'll ask you is, have you been to the Lake Chapala Society yet? And if you haven't, go there. You can get rental information there as well, in addition to a lot of the local services in the whole Lakeside area, different types of services you'll need. Now, the Lake Chapala Society is the oldest expat organization in the world, 50 years old or more, and it's a non-profit organization. Okay, let's get into rentals. Different ways you can get rentals, not only from the realtors, the long-term ones, and see what the possibilities are in other ways. Another way you can get them is from the boards. There's different boards throughout the Lakeside area. One is the Lake Chapala Society, and they'll have a board of rental listings there. Another place you can go and get boards, there's a lot of boards throughout the community, is Super Lake Market has a board. The American Legion in Chapala has a board of rental homes and rental properties, apartments. You can get them once again also or you can get them at the El Torito Market, just right here near La Floresta. You can also get information at Super Lake Market. There's a board out there in San Antonio. Now, there's a lot of other ways you can get rentals, one of which is Expats Helping Expats. You'll find it at the Lake Chapala Society. You'll also find that when you go to the Ajijic Plaza. If you're down here and say you're in an Airbnb, I've been there, or a hotel, I've been there, you can get word of mouth information on upcoming rentals from expats that've been here for a long time, and they have a lot of experience. They know the ropes, and they know some of the realtors, and they also know other rental opportunities, and you can get them word of mouth. And another way, when you're going on these boards, there's such thing as pet sitting or house sitting. One way you can do it is do a house sit or a pet sit, and say, I'll let you know this. A lot of snowbirds, and I was once a snowbird. Once again, I'm a residente, and I have a green card, and I have a license, and I'm getting ready to buy a car soon. I'll tell you more about that later or in another video. But what you're going to find out is by talking, getting out to the coffee shops, talking with expats who've been here for a long time. They're going to be a great help to you. Not only find rentals, services, etc. All the services you need as well is going to the other places I mentioned. And the house sitting and pet sitting, a lot of the residents who may be snowbirds, they own homes, or big, beautiful homes, or smaller homes, or rental properties, They go up to Canada or the US or back to Europe, and they're snowbirds. And until they come back, they often need pet sitters, house sitters, and there's situations where you can also possibly get free rent. Okay, so if not, you'll get rent at such a reduced price. It's just amazing. Now another thing, in some cases, and I've talked to many expats. I've been here for coming back here for 2.5 years. Many of them, all who do the house sitting, or some of them, get the use of a car. The landlords or people who own the properties, they will let them use their car also. You watch your pets, watch your homes, or whatever, sit there and live there in a really nice place. Okay, another place where you can get rentals is through expat Facebook groups. That's one way a lot of expats get rentals. Another way is just looking on the internet. You'll find Craigslist, you'll find different ways you can find rentals. And one thing is also is getting to know, getting down here. And once you're down here, getting to know what I did I interview, I do hundreds of walk videos. And there was a viewer, a subscriber. Her and her husband came down here, and I get approached a lot in town. Whether I'm in Chapala, I've been helping people find places, whether no matter where I'm at. But I was approached at the Outhouse Coffee, and a lady and her husband told me that they got a property here, and they were watching their subscribers, and they watched the videos, the walking videos, because she got an idea. I do them all over the area of the lay of the land. And the reason that is important to some people is because some people are physically challenged and they might have trouble, different physical difficulties where they can't walk a lot on cobblestones, they can't walk up on hills or up high, or they can't even go down low, too far away, so they like to be close to places and have a smoother or more walkable place. Not narrow sidewalks, might be around wider sidewalks. The curves might be lower. There might be more access. There might be some wheelchair ramps there where they could easily get up those wheelchair ramps. And I've covered a lot of that stuff in the videos since September 2021. And a lot of people are looking at that and they're making decisions. Some of them are making decisions based on that. Now, there are people who don't have cars and they can find transportation, taxis, buses, and they will get around and look at properties. Also, people have cars and they like to walk and they want to be closer to the pharmacy. They want to be closer to their local breakfast place or restaurant. They want to be maybe closer to a friend of theirs that they meet. There's going to be a lot of different considerations into making these decisions. One might be, are you close to some of the favorite restaurants that the expats like to go? Do you like to go to authentic Mexican restaurants? Do you like to be out at night? Is there great music venues, restaurants? You might want to be close to those. Your nearest pet supply, gas station, you might want to be close to that. And there are also expats that have cars. And they can afford cars or they leave their cars up in the U.S. I've done that. And I'll be getting another car down here soon. I'll tell you more about that in another video. And then there's expats who like to just leave their cars and walk and get exercise. Now, there's the bike path here. You can drive a golf cart during certain parts of the streets, but not on the Carretera or the bike path. But you can do a lot of walking around here. Get to know the lay of the land. And sometimes that may be necessary, depending on you and your situation. Get to know the lay of the land, how comfortable it is, access to different things, walking, shopping, whatever you're doing. And you just, some people like to go to Walmart's. and they want to be close to Walmarts. Other people don't, particularly care. I don't, me personally, I don't go to Walmart often, just occasionally. But I do like going there on occasion, and I like getting out to but I'm one that likes to shop more at the mercados, and the small stores, the mom and pop stores, things like that, the family little stores. They have great deals too, and I can find things. And I can, if I do want to go to El Torito's, I can go there, wherever the Super Lakes, whatever I choose to do. Um, but I want to say, walking is accessibility is important to a lot of people. Now, some people don't care; they don't need to worry about that. You just get back and forth in your cars and go in situations like that. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about the apartment that I currently live in. Word of mouth, and I've been saying this in these videos for a while. I made a video a week ago saying that I was going to talk about some of these things, and I have made a video before. Now, long-term rentals are cool. If you want to get a long-term rental, that suits you fine. If it suits you to get a gated community, that's fine. I currently live in a gated community in La Floresta. I got this apartment through word of mouth. Now, let me tell you, I lived in Airbnbs, I lived in luxury hotels, affordable luxury hotels, and I know where the hotels are. I put up videos, so the lower budget hotels, the say budget hotels here. I haven't stayed at those, but I put up videos there. I put up videos. One video I put up was in the Casa de Abuela, where I stayed for a month. But I've lived around Lakeside, and I kind of know the area. 2.5 years here, on and off, and now I'm staying here for a lot longer. I have my green card, but I know the area. And the lady that I did an interview with, one of the expats approached me. It's coffee shop said the lay of the land, and so I know the landscape here. I know where walking is, but I leave that up to you. I'll let you know. And it's up to you. And make your decisions. Could make some of your decisions based on that, where you're going to be close to hospitals, et cetera, et cetera. That's important information for some people. A lot of different factors you might want to take into account when getting a rental or a rental property here, whether it's an apartment, an Airbnb, whether it's a home, long term, short term. A lot of factors you'll need to take in account. Okay, now I'll tell you about my apartment. Word of mouth. I got this place through word of mouth. I met a woman in 2019. I think it was late September. And although I was staying somewhere else, I met her at La Bodega, of all places. And she told me about this place. I finally followed through last September and signed a 6-month lease. Now, I could have signed a year lease. I like to sign 6-month leases before because I was a snowbird. But before I left, in late February of this year, what I did was I signed another 6-month contract, lease contract here. And I might even sign a year over here soon. I'm not sure yet, depending on what part of Mexico I'm going to live in. But I think I'm going to stay here for a while, for at least another year or so. Now, I'll tell you another thing. I have the greatest landlord I could ask for. She's a Mexican lady, and she leases this condo out to me. She's always there to help me if I need it. But I haven't had any complaints. Everything's going great here. And I'll tell you another thing, this gated community is quiet. So if you want a quiet place and you want to live in a gated community, or you want to live in Central or different areas of Lakeside, you can find those. But I particularly love this gated community. There's a lot of Mexican residents, and there's expats too. And we all get along fine. It's really nice, and it's got a pool. It's got 2 pools. It's got a kiddie pool for the kids, and it's also got a big pool, pretty big pool. I love it. And temperature's always excellent, perfect. Also, I got a washer dryer. You can find those in rentals. I got great fans. I have no need for air conditioning. I have these excellent fans here. 3 fans in different rooms. I got televisions. It's furnished. You're going to find it. Most of the places you rent are going to be furnished. I have televisions here. I have furniture here. I didn't have to buy anything except a few paintings I purchased. But hey, I love it here. And you, when you get these rentals, you can get them on. All you need to do is bring a toothbrush, your suitcases, and your luggage. You move right in. You're ready to go, and do those things. So I've got a lot of experience. A woman friend of mine, she's go back and forth. That's how I got this apartment. Word of mouth. Through a friend that I met. When I met. Oh, also, I had an opportunity to. I have an opportunity to do a lot of walk videos. So you're going to see a lot of the area. And I meet a lot of expats. I've been helping expats find places. Even before this YouTube channel, I helped a guy named Lauren move into a place that I lived in. I had a lease I added on Javier Mina. Uh, that was a few years ago. He's from Halifax, and he moved back up because of medical reasons. And I met him through a friend of friend, some Canadian friends. But I've also helped people. I enjoy helping a lot of people, and I've helped a lot of people find rental properties and other services that they need while they're down here in Lakeside. Recently, I was at a La Bodega restaurant at a fundraiser, music fundraiser, and I met a lady. I actually met two women, and one of them, through the course of the conversation, they didn't know I had a YouTube channel, and a lot of people do, but many don't. And I gave them information on a rental property here at this complex, and as a result, her and her friend came down here, and there's a two-bedroom unit open, and there's probably some more. I don't have all that information. There may be some one bedrooms. I'm not sure, but as a result of our conversation, she looked at a property here, a rental property here, and she's going to rent the place. She's made that decision. So it's a great community here. It's got very quiet. La for the rest is the forest. In English, it means the forest. Now, you can be around a lot of other areas, a lot of great rentals properties in this area. Go to those boards and get rental information there too, and talk to other expats. So with that, I'm going to close. I think I may have covered everything, but I do want to say something. I mean that I love doing YouTube. Um, I really do. I've been doing it since September of 2021 up here. I've got a lot of videos, a lot of views, and some subscribers as well. I love doing this, but I'll be getting a car, and I've always loved living here, and I've always made progress. My health has improved quite a bit, and I'm in better shape than I was 5 years ago. Just coming back and forth to Mexico, I take salsa lessons. I do a little bit of yoga on occasion. I've been doing yoga, and I do other forms of exercise to improve my health. And eating properly is one thing. I'm getting back into that. I gotta get a little better. Shed some of the pounds I gained up in the U.S., but I've lost like 50 pounds in the last 5 years, and I've had help doing it. So I said that I'll make another video about that. So I may not be making a lot of YouTube videos, or I may just leave YouTube entirely. My life has really changed. It's always been great here in Mexico, and it's pretty good up in the U.S., but I choose Mexico full time. And I want to say I'm making these cards, or I made these cards, where you can get in touch with me. I'll leave my first name, my last name. I'll leave my full name. I'm really open. I'll leave my full name and my telephone number. Now, I'm thinking about getting a Mexican cell. There's a lady and there's people who ask me a lot of questions. One guy called me about golf, or put in the comment section. I get so many great comments about golf courses, and I'm going to refer him to some people and some courses. I'll get another lady, and this is only one of many examples. Ladies been watching a lot of these videos. She wanted to go to church. And I said, I'll be more than willing. I uploaded a video about the Abundant Life Church. A couple of the subscribers invited me to church, and now I'm going to that church on a somewhat regular basis. And, it's about action, taking action, and getting out there in the community and going to attend services for many people, for some. And I promised her I would take her to church. She requested that, and I'm looking forward to that. So even if I don't have this YouTube channel, I'm gonna keep in touch with a lot of the viewers, and I'm gonna be giving them this information, and also people in the Ajijic Plaza. No matter where I go, I'll be able to help you. That's something I've always enjoyed doing all my life since I was a kid. I've always enjoyed helping others, and that's what I continue to do today. It may not be through YouTube. You may be seeing me all over Lakeside or that Ajijic Plaza. I go to the coffee shops there. So with that, I'm pretty open and love to help people. But until I stop doing YouTube, which I will be soon at some point, please tap on that word subscribe to this channel, and or give these videos a thumbs up. Tap on that notification bell, and you will be notified of upcoming videos. And once again, I only told the closest friends of mine I've been talking about getting out, doing other things, and I've loved the YouTube. I've always enjoyed doing it in my life here in Mexico and up there, but I really want to take more time to travel. Um, I'm going to have a car, and even if I didn't have a car, I get a car. I'd still want to go out and travel and do other things. There's time. I just want to take salsa lessons too. Boom. American Legion Mondays at 6 p.m. Great place to do it. For those who want to learn more about Spanish, I can share my experience. I have taken 4 classes or sessions rather in San Miguel de Allende, and I laid back off of it a little bit, but I get back on Duolingo again, and Spanish has helped me. Learning Spanish has really opened up a lot of doors, and the more I practice and the more I learned in the last 4 years, the more doors have opened. People have seen these videos. They've went to the subway in Guadalajara, and they do a lot of things. I see these videos, and they love these videos, and a lot of people are stopping me on the street as well, recognize me from the videos, which is nice. It gives me an opportunity to meet people and help them and socialize and help them at the same time. So I'm really grateful for that. And so I'm going to close this video and say, Buenos tardes. Buenos dias. It's still daytime. And have a great day, enjoyment, and always feel free to view this channel. I'm going to leave, I got tons of videos you can upload a lot of views, and I got this channel's got a lot of views, and you'll always be able to contact me, even when I leave this YouTube channel. So with that, buenos dias, have a great day, and very happy to be retired. And I say retired, I'm of retirement age. I'm 62, and I've been retired 57 years old. I have a pension and Social Security now, so I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for viewing, and once again, buenos dias from Ajijic in the Lakeside area.